Here we are again on Sunday evening, October 29th, and we have just wrapped up the sixth night of the NBA DFS journey that I'm on. So trying to play every slate this season and hopefully play it effectively. So also play a lot of NFL. So today was kind of a tough day to try to manage everything. That's always a learning process when you have lineups going. NFL, NBA, same day. Make sure to give yourselves enough time. Tried to carve out enough time, but I feel like I left some things on the table here that I could have probably had a higher success in some of these contests if I had just a little bit more time or planned my time a little bit better. But this is the pick and roll from tonight's slate. So 25 entry max. I believe this was 222 an entry. Yes, that's right. So I maxed these out. So best lineup finished in 90th position. I didn't like playing Scoot Henderson. I've watched a few of his games. This was a simulated lineup with some adjustments that I made. So you can see I missed on Jeremy Grant and Scoot Henderson. The sim liked both those guys quite a bit tonight. Zach Collins also didn't play very well. You can see winning lineups. Westbrook was only 6% owned. He had a pretty decent game. They blew the Spurs out. By 40, and didn't watch a ton of that game just because I saw it wasn't very competitive. Looks like AD, that game went to overtime. That was probably the best game on the slate to target with just back and forth opportunities. Embiid had a monster night. 84.5 FanDuel points. He was questionable leading up to tip too, just for rest purposes because they're coming off of a game the night before. So back-to-back situation clearly didn't affect the big man tonight. Going for 84.5 FanDuel points. What did he have? 6 blocks, 15 boards, 2 steals. Man, he had just a monster night. 35 points, 15 boards. Yeah, so that was someone you needed to have. He was 20% owned, so there was definitely a decent amount of people that were on him. Keegan Murray started slow and then started heating up and ended up with 42 fantasy points. That was a good night for him. Yeah, so overall was up on both sites throughout the day for football and basketball. Basketball, this lineup, this contest, I was just up $20 here, so but gave myself some opportunities here. So happy to be in the positive range there, though, and then also on DK tonight. And again, we'll be back to battle this journey that I'm on and hopefully have another good night tomorrow and stay in the green. So that is my rundown for my contest tonight. And then let's jump over and just see there's an 11-game slate Monday night. Highest over-unders on the board, 234.5. T-Wolves Hawks. Hawks are coming off a game today, so they'll be in a back-to-back situation. Jazz Nuggets line hasn't come out yet. Denver blew out OKC tonight, or today was a matinee game. So back-to-back situation for them. Lakers are in a back-to-back. Bucks are in a back-to-back. So Warriors are in a back-to-back. I like to kind of keep an eye on those things. Also for betting purposes as well. So I bet this Nets Hornets over-under will be pretty. Oh yeah, it's 227. So it's already on the board. We'll keep an eye on these throughout the day tomorrow, and then as we start our process with breaking down games. The big thing here with these teams on back-to-backs is just to keep an eye out for who may be resting in those situations. Make sure you try to be different when you make those pivots off people who are resting. I know you got to have some chalk at times in the lineup, but also try to see who would be lower owned in those situations, and also who gets the usage bump too. I know we're early on in the season, but you can kind of have a little bit of game theory there and think through who's going to get those bumps in the situations where big players are out that have heavy usage and heavy minutes. So something to keep an eye on throughout the season. Thanks a lot for following along, and subscribe and like to keep an eye on things. Appreciate it. Take care.